not the greatest way to unveil a brand new comedy, So now they're seeing it in an intimate space with a year's worth of work on it, and it's a very different play. But Barrington Stage is primarily a summer theater, but one of their year-round programs that they do in February is a 10 by 10 festival, which are 10 10-minute plays that are anonymously submitted, and 10 are chosen, and it's a contest. And so Jessica Province, the playwright for this Boca play, submitted one of the scenes that you're going to see tonight. I'm not going to tell you which one, but so far everybody's been able to guess which the original scene is. How? Because the architecture of that scene is perfect in the way that Aristotle writes. It has a beginning, a middle, an end. It has a denouement, it has a climax, it has rising action, it has falling action. It's a perfectly constructed scene. And how do you know that? Well, because it's very satisfying at the end, right? There's something inside of us that's like, yeah, that feels right. And so I'll just bet that after you see what is now 12 scenes that are connected through a storyline, there'll be one of those scenes where you can be like, yeah, that's the one. So this play, submitted anonymously, because Jessica Province, the playwright, is also the development director at Barrington Stage, which was good because she didn't want, any favors. She didn't want anyone choosing her 10-minute play because she's the development director, was the favorite. Jessica is a Juilliard grad in playwriting. She had an interesting career at the USA Network for a couple of years where she had to pitch new stories every single week. And in my experience, and part of what I think works well at times in this play very well is the dialogue. And in my experience, television writers are excellent at dialogue. Why is dialogue so hard? Well, because we all speak differently. We speak with different rhythms, we speak with different vocabularies, we, are different people. How we communicate is a very personal thing. And one of the oldest playwriting tricks in the book is sitting in a cafe and listening to the people around you and writing down the rhythm, the words, and how the people around you speak. Everyone speaks differently. And so for a playwright to be able to write dialogue, you have to really transport yourself into all of these other characters in order to get the individual sound of each person right. And in my experience, television writers are particularly good at this, and I think Jessica is particularly good at this and shines at times in this play. Julie Boyd, who is the founding artistic director of Barrington Stage and also directed this production, Julie Boyd is a kind of a legend in geeky theaterland. Not only was Julie president of the Stage Directors Union for 8 or 10 years, but she also has had a number of Broadway shows that she's either developed, written, produced, or all of those, directed, produced, and developed. One was Eubie, the Eubie Banks musical. Another was a musical that I was in, a 1980s hit musical called A My Name is Alice, followed up by A My Name is Still Alice. But Julie also launched Spelling Bee. She launched Becoming Dr. Ruth, a number of plays. The new Billy Crystal musical that's opening next month on Broadway, Mr. Saturday Night. Julie's a legend with a 50-year career in this business. And Julie loved the 10-minute play that is now a 12-scene play and commissioned Jessica to keep writing. And so Jessica wrote the majority of the rest of the play during COVID when she was in isolation and really wrote what turned out to be a story about community and longing for community. The play that happened last summer in the Berkshires in the tent with the train going by was very different than the play that you're going to see tonight. That play had 6 actors playing 13 different roles. This play has 5 actors playing 11 different roles. And